Guys, it's the Vigilant Soldier. I just wanted to quickly make a video for you guys on the party life. Now, the party life, as you would know it, is what a lot of young people tend to get into. A lot of people at my school do it, and they're all like 15-year-olds. They're even like 12-year-olds who are now doing it, and this is a really, really, really bad thing. And it's really upsetting, really. Like, there are kids in year 7, well, over in Britain, we got year 7, so like 11 years old, partying, getting drunk, and it's not good. I'm explaining to you why a party life is bad for you, the negative consequences, and I'm going to explain to you why no Christian at all should be doing it. Now, first of all, we need to go and take a look at 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, where it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." So now it's telling us to always be sober-minded, and what we know is that, well, when you go to parties, you'll probably most likely 99% chance going to 99 point whatever percent chance going to drink. Therefore, you're not going to be sober-minded. You're going to be, you know, corrupted, because the Bible even says that we have to have nothing to do with the evil corruption, not unequally yoked. And this is what it's speaking of, like, because when we're hanging around with people, like with friends who are anti-Christ in spirit, then they're going to have a negative effect on us, and they're going to be, encouraging us to drink, and we will end up doing these sins. And it is sinful to drink. We should not be getting to that sin. It is sin. It goes against God's rules. And not just that, when we do drink, it opens our minds up for the devil to get us to do other sins too. So not only are you sinning by drinking, not only that, because don't forget, our body is the temple of the Lord, and this is harmful. Therefore, you also sin there, because you sin against the temple of the Lord. You sin against your own body. Put it this way: the devil is going to be able to use you while you're drunk to do other sins, and it's sad. It's really sad, because you will be doing other sins. Oh, shut up, please, device. Yes, you'll be sinning more. Another factor is that the party life, it has so many negative consequences. A lot of parties, they'll do drugs as well as, I'm not saying all of them do, but they'll do drugs as well as heavily drinking. The heavily drinking in itself is enough to ruin your life, but the drugs as well just, top it. A lot of people get addicted to the alcohol, which is a really sad thing, and they find it as a way to, well, relieve themselves of the pain and that. A lot of people do this, and it is a really sad thing that people feel the need to turn to this. It is really, really upsetting. Like, these people who turn to alcohol and drugs and stuff and parties, when really it should be turn to Jesus Christ. These people are fulfilling the desires of the flesh. I understand. Now, I've fallen into this sin plenty of times. I might end up doing it again in the future. I hope I don't, but I'm not perfect, and I might end up doing this sin in the future. I'm not saying if you've done this sin, then it's unforgivable. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not promoting legalism. What I'm saying is you should be striving away from it as much as possible. You should be avoiding people who do this so you do not get tempted, because I have had desires to do this in the past. That's at times when I felt low. I understand that it is hard, because this thing, it can feel fun in the flesh, but in reality, it's not good. It's not cool. That's what everyone wants to be. Everyone wants to be cool and hard, and doing this makes me seem cool and hard, especially as a young kid these days. Because this Saturday night, like, all I've seen all of them, because I went on Snapchat and I was looking on it, and all I could see is people drinking. Now this is one of the intents of social media to influence the way we behave, because they know exactly what we're going to be doing. Because you'll see what Snapchat puts, something like Saturday night, who's drinking, stuff like that, encouraging people to put these stories up, and then people are going to be influenced by that, and they're going to want to do it, and they're also going to fall into that sin. Let me just say, this party life, you can lose your job over it. Trust me, you lose money over it, and a lot plenty of people who wake up losing money, wake up with a hangover, it'll damage your health, you get addicted to drugs, people end up in rehab, people lose their jobs, and they can lose their family. How often is it we always hear a lot about how guys are coming home drunk and beating the family. We do not want this to happen. Alcohol causes this stuff, and it can kill you. Yeah, you can die from drugs and alcohol, and that's a very upsetting thing. You should not be doing this. You harm your body, you harm your career because you're not sober-minded. It ruins friendships and relationships. It definitely does that. It causes people to act in awful ways, and it causes fights. As Christians, we should not be doing this. We should be not, and you're fulfilling the desires of the flesh and sinning plenty of sin, and you're ruining your life. It's just foolish. Anybody who designs this kind of life is foolish. What you should really be doing is focusing a life of godliness. You should be getting right with God, and you should be fulfilling your own career. You should be striving to be a good person, not to be a cool person, not for fun. You should be striving to get your life right. Instead of going out and taking alcohol and drugs, why don't you go out and with nature? Why don't you go and to a park or something? Get out, go take the dog for a walk, spend time with your family, go for a meal. There's plenty of other stuff to do than go drink. Like what? Spend time with your family and with people. Talk about real stuff, being sober minded. Spend time with God. I pray that anybody who is part of this life repents of these ways, because it's vile. Like, it's honestly, I just feel gross whenever looking at these stories of people doing it. Also, adultery. People often cheat on their partners when they do this, and it's a really upsetting thing. They shouldn't be doing that. Injuries often happen due to it. But like a member of my family recently broke his ribs because he was drinking. It's just not smart at all. I don't see why anybody would want to do it. Lots of bad things can happen while you get really, really drunk. People can get ill, get alcohol poisoning, drugs are bad. It's a waste of money, really. You just waste loads of money, you lose money. You don't want it. You don't want it. And I know that there are people who out there have one night stands, and then, which is sin, it's fornicating that. And then they end up getting STDs and stuff, which is another bad effect of the party life. You should not be going out towards this. You should be, if anything, you should be aiming for fulfill the desires of the spirit. You do not want to be fulfilling the desires of the flesh, because this is when Satan will get you most. You will be used of Satan. You won't be like banished from the army of God. God isn't going to abandon you if you do this, but what will happen is you're going to distance yourself from him, and your heart will be hardened. Now, but you're still gonna be his child. The devil can't get you, but what he's going to make you is you're gonna lose your joy and stuff like that. And you'll need God can restore it, he can restore it, but it's gonna be hard. And it's gonna take time to heal. And the devil will be able to use you, and you will be able to be used of God as well. And that's what the devil wants to do. He wants God's children to be not usable for him, so that Satan can fight. This is a really upsetting thing. The upsetting thing is that you always see the elite, they're programming young people to like this life, saying, yeah, it's cool. And the people are illegally doing it because they're doing it underage, and it's really upsetting. Like, it's not even worth it. You wake up the next morning, got a hangover, you've lost money, you find out relationships are ruined, you've got to sort stuff out, you find out, you've ripped some clothes or something, you might be injured. It's just not worth it. I'd much rather just stay at home, do a Bible study, make a YouTube video, do some revision for school, spend some time with family, talk to my friends. That's what I'd rather do. Because just have a chilled night. What I'd much rather do, that just sounds much nicer than I'd watch some Christian YouTube videos. Well, that's great time. I'd much rather do that. I'd rather educate myself. But you should be doing educating yourself at a young age rather than partying. No, this is not the right thing. We need to be focusing on educations. Doing deep research and stuff. Like thinking about our future careers. You know what I mean? It's just and getting right with God and doing things for God, not for Satan. Because what you're doing is you're doing things for Satan. The party life is pointless. It's stupid. Only a fool would want this life because it ruins your career and everything. And the attitude they mostly have is, I don't care if I die. Well, you should care if you die because it's your life. But, well, I don't care what happens to me. Well, you should care because people also put their families' lives in jeopardy. Because if you're the man, you're going out to provide for the family. What happens if you lose your job and the woman doesn't have a job? Even if you just lose your job, it'll have an effect. You really need to think of this stuff, okay? You really do, because people do get addicted, and it becomes a really bad habit. And you don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be wasting money on this. You want to be getting right with God. Like, no Christian should be participating in this life, and I'll make this clear, and I'll make it even more clear. So if you are a Christian, please do not participate in this life. This is Vigilant Soldier. I'm to tell you, stay away from the party life. It's sinful, and it will wreck your life. I love you all so very much, and I'm just saying, I'm about to sign out for now. I hope you all have a great day. Remember, be sober, be vigilant. Have a great, wonderful day.